Final wave!
That's 5 consecutive times you've missed the target. Let's call it a day. I can't take another one of these. Broke my collarbone on this damn thing. Oh, at least the mail came today. Oh, new package from a devoted fan, no doubt. Let's see. What the hell? They're just pieces. Couldn't even put it together, huh? This will greatly assist you in the months to come. The instructions are included. Good luck, a friend. Great. That explains a lot. I can't read these instructions. They're all in Japanese. I can. Since when?
All Imagine are from Japan. Don't you know that? That's where we came from.
Don't forget, EZ, you have a review today. I'll see you guys later. I have a date.
Huh? Just one date? Someone's slipping.
Hey, Blue Boy, over here. I got something really neat to show you. Wait a minute. How did you do that? You belong to me now. I'm Easy Rider, and welcome to Toku Time, where J-pop music will kill you. Well, Toku Faithful, I kind of have a small announcement to make. I'm not going to be doing Toku Movie Fridays anymore. Yeah, the thing is, when I started in on this review gig, I thought I would be able to pump these reviews out a little sooner, but going over all this material, getting the shots right, all the editing, things just got pushed back, and it ruined what I had in mind originally, so I think it's for the best that I just cancel Toku Movie Friday. It's gone. It's not coming back. But don't worry, I'm still going to review Toku movies, but just more on a frequent basis and on other days of the week. The thing about Fridays was the best day of the week. I got all my work done, and Fridays were fun. Fridays were the day you go out and rent videos. But fear not, in its place will rise a new segment for Toku movies. May I introduce Toku Movie Theater.
The snack bar is open.
Now with that out of the way, let's focus on the review. This is Kamen Rider The Next. Like I said, this is a sequel to the 2005 movie. which I rather enjoyed despite certain subplots getting in the way of the story. But I'm sure our good friends over at Toei have learned their lesson, and hopefully this time we don't have any ridiculous subplots getting in the way of our awesome Toku movie. So let us see what's next for our heroes by looking at Kamen Rider The Next. Roll it! Whoa, easy on the condiments, honey. Even this guy thinks that's too much. This is a Kamen Rider movie, right? Then why do I feel like I'm watching a live-action remake of Perfect Blue? Okay, 4 minutes in, and this just became a Paranormal Activity sequel. What is going on here? Oh, that's nothing. You should see what happens to Justin Bieber fans when they think no one understands them. Yeesh. Another ritual suicide over the obsession of a J-pop idol. So many needless deaths. You sycophants are ruining it for the rest of us. You're making us all look bad. You make me sick. Tomo-chan, why won't you love me? I want to die. Don't touch me! So we see the J-pop idol from that video named Chiharu, dodging the paparazzi, the fans, and crazy pedophilic stalkers at the same time. Really, movie? That's how you're going to introduce your title next to that? Really? Great. The movie just doesn't care, Toku faithful, so why should we?
ねえ、知ってる？アイドルの千春の噂。
千春の歌もプラチナスマイルよ。あれを聞くと殺されるんだって。
Wow, they're establishing the hell out of that subplot. My only complaint about this little subplot is, what does any of this have to do with Kamen Riders? What is the point of this?
Isn't it all pointless?
Oh, thank God. So it is the right movie. So about 4 hours in, we finally get to see one of the heroes from the previous movie, Takashi Hongo, aka Kamen Rider 1, or Ichigo if you prefer, trying his luck at teaching at a high school.
性の決定とは別の働きを持つ遺伝子が存在し、それらの形質は
Man, Takashi needs to take a page out of Tom Berenger's book. He wouldn't have put up with this crap.
お前さ、惚れられてるんだよ。
早く来てよ、たけし。
I'm sorry, what was I complaining about? Well, we see one girl who's not joining the anarchy, and wait a minute. Is that... It can't be!
答えてあんまね。どうして万引きなんか母さんには関係ないでしょ。
Oh, no, not her again. Anyone but her. Please tell me she's playing a nice person for once instead of an icy bitch.
ほらよ、ことみ。お前が休んでた分のノート貸してやっから。ページ1万でいいからさ。安いもんでしょ。ふざけんな。誰も頼んでねえだろ。
Alright, this is going to be a very long and painful movie. So we cut back to, oh great, Chiharu the Wonder Girl. So I'm sure you're all dying to know, all three of you, if Chiharu knows about the deaths or about the rumors that her song is cursed.
あの CD に呪いの言葉が入っていて、それを聞くと殺されると。
いや、困りますな。
社長。
お宅のような一流の雑誌がそんな根も葉もない噂を取り上げちゃ。
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to stop spreading rumors about our J-pop idols. That'd be great. So Takashi follows that student Kotomi back to her place. Apparently she's had attendance problems, and for some reason this crazy bitch thinks he's Yakuza. Weird.
Ikaw yung susa, huwag ka nang pumunta rito, ha? Huwag ka nang bumalik!
Kotomi denies the fact that she even knows Chiharu or that she's even a fan. Plot point. Well, after that we see Shocker is still up to no good.
我がショッカーの精鋭たちよ、お前たちを生み出した最新のテクノロジーがお前たちの命を捧げるのは今だ。
So after the great leader of Destron, I mean Shocker, makes his big speech, yes, that's what they call him, great leader, that is his name. By the way, that's the voice of the late great Goro Naya reprising his role as great leader one more time. Then we cut to, the sewers. Okay, that just happened. Well, after that, Kotomi waits for someone who's listening to the curse song, and then she watches them die. If this keeps happening, I'm gonna have to put a counter up. Luckily, Takashi's there to, not save the day. He is a superhero after all, come on. Well, we discover that Kotomi and Chiharu were BFFs until Chiharu made it to the big time and left her friend behind.
最後に電話で話した時、
ごめんことみ、私もうダメ、死にたい。
千春、とにかくあんたには関係ねえんだよ。もう私の周りうろちょろすんなよ。
どこに行くんですか？
だから関係ねえって。
Who's the guy that carried you all the way home when you were out cold? You're welcome, by the way, bitch. Well, just when you thought this movie was going to be about, oh, I don't know, Kamen Riders, we cut back to Little Miss Waste of screen time. Meh, while I do admit this is alluring, she's no Deca Pink. Kazumi Chiharu, a young J-pop idol sensation about to take the world by storm. She is about to begin her big world tour. Her first stop shall be in the Toku zone. Well, before this can turn into a tentacle hentai, Chiharu commits suicide. Okay, what is it with suicide in these Kamen Rider movies? First it was this jackass trying to commit suicide, now her. These movies are just depressing. Oh dear God! That poor woman! She threw herself off the top of the building. She's gone. Sad. I'm gonna miss the little J-pop idol I hardly knew anything about. May she rest in peace, oh well, can't mourn forever. Now can we focus on the guys who are in the title of the goddamn movie? Please?
千春じゃない。私は
今日からお前が千春だ。
What a twist!
残念だわ。こんな夜はとびきりのいい男と愛を語り合いたいのだけど。
Okay, who let downtown Julie Brown into this movie? I can't believe I just made that reference. Man, I'm old. Well, it looks like Shocker's been working overtime and making more evil hoppers to take out our hero. Damn, if only he had spent more time hunting down the remnants of Shocker and dealing with them instead of worrying about his idiot students. Now who's this guy? seen him before? What was the title of this movie? Creepy J-pop idol kills everyone? Hal, run back to the title. Oh, wait. This is a Kamen Rider movie? This movie is about grasshopper superheroes? I never would have guessed! But sadly, this lone rider is outnumbered, so he makes a hasty retreat. Yeah, wasn't there some other rider in the last movie? Aha! Speak of the silver-tongued devil, and he doth appear. Well, we see our old hustling rider too, Ichimonji, living the high life. Well, when Ichimonji isn't proving he's the Japanese Don Draper, he soon reveals the blood disease from the last movie is catching up to him. We've got an hour left to film, damn it. I'm gonna ride this out and I'm gonna go with it, and I'm not gonna ask that scientist guy I fight alongside with for help because I'm too macho.
お前のせいだバカ
放っておけばいいんですよあんなのは野良寄りの喧嘩みたいなものですから
Dude, Hongo is Superman. I have to go now, my planet needs me. So the suits at the music industry decided that since their cash cow, I mean J-pop idol died, well, make another one.
今日からお前には千春として活動してもらう。
Yeah, they just make another one, no questions. Oh yeah, American record companies have been doing that for years. The real Kelly Clarkson's been in a coma for 6 years. Justin Timberlake is just a hologram, which explains why he can't act or he's not funny. Let's see, Bob Dylan's just a vegetarian zombie. And if you thought that was the real Michael Jackson that died a couple years ago, you're a few decades off.
千春は死んではいかんのだ。
I need an adult. I am an adult. I need another adult. And if that wasn't creepy enough, the students actually decide to be students after seeing Takashi's little stunt from earlier. Oh yeah, it's good for kids to live in constant fear of a grown-up. So after being saved by him, Kotomi decides to accept Takashi's help. They decide to go see Chiharu's brother, Kazumi Shiro. Apparently he was the boss of an IT crew, but now he lives his life as a recluse. Meanwhile, the new Chiharu is created.
どこか痛むかね
Takashi and Kotomi find the house and sneak in to find Shiro, drinking.
風見四郎だな千春の兄貴の
Hi, Kazuma Daisuke. I see you've gotten out of the beautician business and you're not traveling with an 8-year-old girl anymore. Good for you. Good to see you turned over a new leaf, cause, that was just creepy. Well, before I can even ask what's with this Joker, Chainsaw Charlie here returns for more fun.
また会えたな。嬉しいぞ。お前との戦いはエクスタシーを感じさせる。
Whoa, I may be a cyborg, but that was strangely arousing. Aw, can't we just cuddle? Well, one jump cut henshin later, and we see Takashi is still outnumbered. But he soon discovers that these grunts are going to be the least of his problems.
今私は機嫌が悪い。まさかこのワインがまだ若かったとは。
やめろ千春のことが心配じゃねえのかよ
Can't talk, being the bad guy for no reason. After that, we get a thrilling motorcycle fight scene that, well, it puts the one from the first to shame.
Ichimonji.
I'm still in this movie too! Come on, you big lug. Oh, for crying out loud. Do I have to do everything around here, people? Man, Great Leader's gonna have my nuts in a vice for this. Yeah, about that. Oh God, I don't need to see this! Anyway, after posing for fan service, he starts to wonder about his sister and goes to see her. And big surprise, he knows it's a fake.
お前は千春じゃない。
何言ってんのお兄ちゃん。やだなもう。
よせ。誰だお前は。
ちょっと困りますよ。ここは立ち入り禁止なんですから。
So they all meet up and none of them knows what happened to the real Chiharu. But who cares about Chiharu? I know I sure don't. Instead, let's find out how Shiro became a shocker agent.
あれは偉大なるショッカーの崇高な実験だった。そして私は選ばれたのだ。
Oh no! Woe is me! Japanese superheroes intruding on a gripping J-horror movie! What trickery is this? This movie just became... watchable! So we cut to someone pumping some kind of gas into a building, and then the place is overrun by exterminators. Oh, big surprise, they're Shocker.
Fatality.
Oh my God! Quick, grab your crossbows, grab your guns, grab your pointy objects! Shocker's the cause of the Walking Dead! Bravo, 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 well done. Mass murder is fun! What is wrong with this movie?
選ばれたのはあなた方二人だけだ。
Well, if you couldn't piece it all together by now, basically the poison gas remodeled Shiro just like Takashi, only using nanotechnology.
わかるか？古いんだよ。君は。IT 社長と騒がれ、莫大な金を稼いでも。
Focus! 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 Thank you. Well, enough of that. Let's check on our boy Ichimonji. And he's not doing well.
Ichimonji.
Oh, never mind that scene. Let's watch a photo shoot. Why not? Well, that was fun. Cut back to the two riders hanging out at Cheers. So Ichimonji still refuses Takashi's offer to help him with his condition, even when he's bleeding out all over the place. I'll tell you one gall darn thing. If I want to bleed out on this bar, then I'm gonna bleed out on this bar.
これは裏切り者が二人お揃いとは。
Norm! I mean Shiro! Well, before these three can have an epic bar fight, we discover that Kotomi is with Chiharu. Or a reasonable facsimile thereof.
まさかあんなことになるなんて。
could call that death a real shocker. I don't care. It was worth it.
まさか千春を。
違う、私たちが殺したんじゃない。あの後千春は顔を元に戻すために入院したの。
じゃあ千春は。
How do you turn an ultimate evil warrior into a depressed, self-doubting turncoat? Just add dead sibling.
お前らのせいで千春が。
So Kutomi, enters a wormhole. Guess who? So, after that forced backstory, the fake Chiharu runs off. Shiro comes to the conclusion that his sister actually wanted to stop Shocker, so he decides to tell them their plans. But he doesn't have the balls to fight against his creators. Yet. And then we cut back to the sewers again. I don't hear you, movie. I'm sure this won't have a part to play in the movie. I can't hear you. La 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 la. Shiro tries to tell Ichimonji to stop his friend, but he just rushes out to help him. Well, that backfired. Well, anyway, Tiger Mask over here begins the mission to spray Japan with the same nanobots that made Shiro. Epic entrance in 3, 2, 1. Oh, come on! Enough of this Chiharu crap! Go back to the fighting! Damn it. Alright. Anyone here not in favor of skipping the J-horror, J-pop idol crap in favor of watching the real plot of this movie? I didn't think so. Moving on! Meanwhile, Bizarro Lollipop Chainsaw and her troops make their move. And just when our heroes seem outnumbered, here comes number 3.
まさか裏切るつもり？
これが千春の願いなんだ。千春の悲しみを二度と繰り返しちゃいけないんだ。
I love this song. This song's part of me. And I'm gonna make it part of you. That's alright. Keep it down.
Oh, the double whammy! Ha ha ha! But we're not done yet. What the flies am I looking at?
お前、千春か。
Anyway, Dr. Octopus, I mean Chiharu, attacks her brother.
お願い。お兄ちゃん。
そんなお前が自分の意志で死を選ぶなら。
So Shiro, absorbs the fire into his crotch and finishes her off. And with that, our two lead riders get the new kid out of there just before the standard base explosion. So Takashi says his goodbye, Shiro decides to go on living, and Ichimonji walks away again, knowing his time is coming. And there is a scene in the director's cut, which I've been using for this review, where we finally see what happened to Ichimonji. He died as he lived, drinking, fighting, womanizing. We should all be so lucky to go out that way. And how does Takashi get rewarded for saving the world again? He gets fired. Oh, cruel irony. Well, at least he hooks up with Kotomi, I guess.
一緒に帰ろう。先生。
Kotomi, we can't do that yet, I'll get arrested! And that was Kamen Rider The Next. Well, time for pros and cons. The action scenes. Going back and watching them, these scenes were the real deal. They didn't rely heavily on CGI effects or anything like today. These were real men in real suits on real bikes with real explosions. Okay, so maybe all the explosions weren't real, but you get my point. But in the end, it showed off their real talents and all the hard work put into it. If you love old school action films with realistic fight scenes, then this movie is totally worth it, just for that. The biggest problem with this movie is, of course, the Chiharu subplot. I wouldn't mind it too much if it didn't overshadow the main plot of the movie, which is about Kamen Riders. If I had to guess why they were trying this, I'd say it's because The Ring and The Grudge were very popular at the time, not just in Japan, but overseas. It seems like they were trying to see if this would work in the Tokusatsu genre. Personally, I think it backfired, and the overall effect comes off as kinda cheesy and dated. V3. Now, call me crazy, call me insane, call me a traitor if you want to in your hate mail, but I really enjoyed the way they retold his backstory in this movie. Originally, Shiro's backstory in V3 was that his family died at the hands of Shocker members now known as Destron. So Takashi, who was Shiro's science teacher at the time, did save his life by turning him into a cyborg, just like him. So yeah, they changed it quite a bit in this movie. However, and I know I'm gonna get tons of hate mail for this, I think the movie version is actually better. Now, think about this. Shiro, aka V3, is the new model. He's cocky, he's brash, he's unmatched in battle, he calls the old one obsolete, only to realize that he's more human than he thinks, despite his nifty upgrades. Ichimonji, aka Kamen Rider 2. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love this guy. He's a grade A prick who gets the job done. But the way he acts when he's around Takashi, who's basically his only friend, and avoiding his imminent death and refusing any help from him really gets on my nerves. There's being a proud asshole, and then there's just being stupid. Ironically, his death scene was cut from the theatrical version. I can't imagine why. This is an extremely mature movie. I'm not even joking. It's got beheadings, full frontal nudity, rotting corpses, and buckets of the red stuff. This movie has everything you want in an R-rated movie and then some. Ironically, this movie is rated PG-12 in Japan, and given what they get away with on kid shows over there, I think it makes perfect sense. So if you have kids in the house, and I know some of my fans are parents, then you might want to put them to bed before watching this flick. Final analysis? I give it a C+. Once you get past all the J-horror, J-pop idol crap, it's okay. This movie did not do too well in theaters, which is sad because it stamped out the possibility of an ongoing series of movies that would retell all the stories of the Showa-era Kamen Riders. And that really pisses me off, because how can you do a movie about Kamen Rider V3 and not talk about Rider Man, the official 4th Kamen Rider? Well, with all that being said and everything, I really don't flat out hate this movie. I can't. The action is high grade, the pacing minus the J-horror subplot is actually kind of good, and the V3 story is really impressive. Now, granted this movie has its cheesy moments, but hey, that's Tokusatsu for you. Unfortunately though, this movie has not been released here legally in the States, much like the first. But then again, maybe that's for the best. This movie stands as proof that two forms of Japanese entertainment loved all around the world just don't mix. Well, before I wrap things up, Toku Faithful, I do want to tell you that there are fan edits of this movie out there. Most notably the one done by Takenoko over at tvnihon.com. Definitely check out that version. I highly recommend it. Well, that's it for this edition of Toku Movie Theater. I can't believe it. I made this entire review without a single Hibiki reference. It's amazing. I wonder what's on the to-review list next. Let's see here. What do we got?
劇場版仮面ライダー響と7人の戦記
Well, ask a stupid question. Well, until the next Toku time, I'm Easy Rider. Later. Shoot. He's still breathing. What a pity. It'd be so simple. Just let me put one bullet in his head while he's out cold. You want to play with him some more? You do? Alright. Let's let him enjoy his concussion. Sleep now, little imperfection, because the worst is yet to come.
Invisible.